Alright, in this video I'm going to make a solar panel charging circuit, and then a circuit from that uses a battery to charge an external USB source. So you can plug something in here and potentially charge it as well. So the first step obviously is going to be the solar panel, since this is about charging through solar power. And then having a LiPo battery module or charging module. So on either end of this there's a positive and negative, and so you want the positive side of the solar panel and the negative side connected to these two leads. In the back here there's output, a negative and positive output for a battery. So I'm going to next attach a battery. Let's see here. So here's the negative side of the battery. Oh, it's actually right here. And the positive side going there. Okay. So then this solar panel, when it's out in the sun, will automatically go through the circuit and charge up this battery. Oh, when it's plugged in. Okay, so the next part would be to use a voltage booster. So let's say you want to boost the voltage for a cell phone or something along those lines. So you'll want to attach where this outputs in the battery to the leads on this voltage booster. And it might take a second. You might have to bend some of your wires to more easily fit. And then put it like here. Okay. So I attach the leads from the output of this to the input of the voltage booster. And the next part is so that's part 2. I guess part 3 would be to regulate that voltage. So you would need a voltage regulator to 5 volts. And I'm going to put that right about here. And that also needs a capacitor, because you want to maintain that voltage if you can. If something needs a quick bit of 5 volt energy, this capacitor will complete that circuit and help it maintain a voltage, so it won't drop when the current increases. Okay. Let's see. So that can go there, and so what you'll need to do here is connect the positive. Let me find a good wire for this. Positive side of this all the way to the first leg of this voltage regulator. The middle one should go to is ground. So I'm gonna back here on the back side plug the middle one into the ground side of the output, or the negative side of this voltage booster, if I can do it without getting in the way here. Ha. And then the last leg, that goes to the positive side of the USB, which is the first leg of this USB. So right here. And how I have this plugged in, there's 4 prongs coming into this breadboard, and so 2 of them are just the hold it in place, and then the middle 4 are pins that go into the USB. So the first of those middle 4 is the voltage. Second and third are communication. and the last one is usually the ground. So that is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's going to go to the ground, which is the middle. These legs are getting a little, these wires are getting a little bent. Okay, so I have everything in place now, and that's the completed circuit right there. If you want to, you can also add a switch. So you would move this and maybe add a switch so that you could turn this voltage booster off. Let's say you didn't want power, you could turn it on and then turn it off again with a switch. So if this, you weren't going to use this and you didn't want any of the power to get sucked up into here, you wanted it all to go to the battery, you might want to switch back and forth. Anyways, if we go to the solar panels themselves, you can see that this is about 5 volts when there's actually sun. There we go. And the current is pretty low right now. Let's see. Well, that's not current. Alright. If we put it in the sun, we get about 3-4 milliamps. And it's overcast right now, so if there was actually a clear sky, it should be about 30 milliamps. But if I hook this back up, well, if I hook this up to where this voltage booster is, because after we get it to 4.2 volts, we want to bring it back up to the full voltage. So this voltage should be a little bit higher. Let me see. Did I turn it on? Okay. Oh, wrong place. There we go. It's about 15 volts. But then with the voltage regulator right here, we bring it back down to 5 volts because we want this USB to be powering something at 5 volts. It's 4.98. So that's close to 5 volts. Should be good. So I'm going to plug something in, and if it's a high power thing that we want to use, this might have some trouble, but you know, something simple like blinking a light should be relatively easy. Let's see. So this one blinks